Hey guys, Dave Willis here. I'm the founder of the Facebook Marriage page, and I want to thank you guys for your support of the page and all the many messages you send in, and just the great community that is formed around that page, which you can find online at strongermarriages.org. And I wanted to talk to you today for just a couple of minutes about how to divorce-proof your marriage. And I know that sounds like a pretty lofty guarantee, and I think that any of us can fall into the traps of falling down a path that can lead to divorce, but there is a way to prevent that, because I believe that God created marriage, and I believe that He has given us a path to follow that will always lead to a successful one. Recognizing that there's not a perfect marriage, because marriages include people like you and me, and people are imperfect. And so really a perfect marriage, more than anything, is just two imperfect people brought together by a perfect God, committed to never giving up on each other. And so I want to give you some tools to help you never give up on each other. The first one is to do your best to avoid the blame game. I think somewhere along the line we've bought into this lie that marriage is 50-50, like you do your part, I do my part, when really the only thing in marriage that's 50-50 is divorce. Divorce court goes in and divides things 50-50. Marriage has to be 100-100. Both people giving 100% of all they've got, not holding anything back, and even doing it in those moments when they feel like their partner isn't doing their part. Because we're called, for better or for worse, to love your partner even in those moments when they're not being lovable, respecting them even in those moments when they're not being respectable, and giving them your best even when it is so hard to do. Because love, it's not really a feeling at all, it's a commitment. And the way that we follow that commitment is to do everything we can for our marriage and our spouse. Then usually our feelings will catch up. And I think over time, that love is what God will actually use to change our spouse. Because we've got to remember that it's never our job to change each other. It's never our job to fix each other. It's our job to love each other. And love just has a way of covering over our imperfections and helping us to get to where we need to go. A few other practical tools that will help you avoid the divorce trap is to just guard what you're putting into your eyes and your ears. I'd say do your best to stay away from porn, which I know that's controversial to say, but I've just seen porn wreck so many marriages and lead down a dangerous road. And all adultery and affairs, it doesn't start in a bedroom, it always starts in the mind. So protect yourself by what you're thinking and what you're looking at. Also protect yourself by not keeping any secrets from your spouse. I think that trust is the foundation of every healthy marriage. So never have a conversation by phone or text or in person that you would not want your spouse to see or hear or know about. Don't hide money from each other. Just be completely open and transparent with one another, because secrets in marriage, I believe, are as dangerous as lies. And again, it's going to be like a cancerous tumor that just grows and grows until finally it could potentially destroy you. So honesty, transparency, communicate. Tell your spouse, your life, what you need, what you're thinking, and share that openly, because communication does for your marriage what breathing does for your lungs. So make that a part of it. I think faith has got to be a huge part of a healthy marriage. The healthiest couples I know pray together. They found that intimate connection that happens when you pray together. You go to your Creator together. I think being a part of a healthy, life-giving church and connecting with other people there, that's been huge for my marriage. Ashley and I have just learned so much and gotten so much through that. So make faith a big part of your foundation. And another part of that is surrounding yourself with healthy people who are also going to uphold the values of marriage and family that you have. Because we end up becoming like our friends, whether we want to or not. So if you're hanging around people that are happily divorced and kind of negative maybe on marriage, that's going to start to have an impact on you. That doesn't mean you need to cut people out of your life just because they might think a little different or be in a different season of life than you are. But you need to be very intentional about choosing for your greatest influences people who are going to strengthen your marriage and not weaken it. So those are just a few things. I could talk all day about the importance of thoughtfulness and the importance of keeping romance alive, but those are all videos, I think, for another time. But for now, just thank you so much for being a part of this community. I'd love to hear from you. If there's any specific questions or issues you'd like addressed, you can contact me directly at davewillis.org. Thanks a lot. God bless, guys.